Red shirts marching by her side. Her brilliance shines just like the stars in the night sky, near and far. Demure and strong, she takes the lead, guiding with a heart of Cree. Major Sam, oh yes you are, shining bright just like a star, leading us through gates unknown. With you we never feel alone.
Alright.
With you we never feel alone. Beauty matched by intellect, every mission she perfects. Face the unknown hand in hand, Major Sam will take a stand. Through the cosmos we will soar, Major Sam opens the door. Positive vibes at our core, together we'll explore. With you we never feel alone. With you we never feel alone. Through the matchbox we will soar, Major Sam opens the door. Positive vibes at our core, together we'll explore. With you we never feel alone. Beauty matched by intellect, every mission she perfects. Face the unknown hand. She's got a Stargate poster on her wall, dreaming of wormholes, she's seen it all. From SG-1 to the final frontier, she's a captain of cool, the cosmos is near. On Twitch she's lived, a sci-fi queen, boldly streaming when no one's been. With a saxophone, she plays a tune under a nebula painted moon. Major Sam will beat me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Major Sam will beat me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. She's got Spock on a playlist, Kirk in her heart, quoting Picard, she's a work of art. Her chat's ablaze, the subs pouring, she's a Twitch sensation, let the journey begin. In her world it's all walkers and rings, she laughs and she dances, she sings what she brings. Her saxophone wails like a comet's cry, through galaxies spinning in her mind sky. Major Sam will beat me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Major Sam will beat me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Across the Milky Way, she finds her groove, a captain's chair and a dance to prove. Sci-fi rhythms in a 90s haze, she's lost in a Britpop celestial phase. Major Sam will beat me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command,
Chevron 7 locked.
Streaming and singing, lighting the fuse. Universe, she'll always shine. Major Cypher, star of the time.
I know what it is. It's because
I'm not a great liar. I'm a terrible liar. You know, I don't know who's been saying these things, but I want you to know when we get back, I am gonna sue somebody. I don't know who and I don't know how, but by God.
somebody's fired up already. When I have the
I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win.
steak is your and pretzel. Hopefully.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Basically, he was a geek, sir.
Let's do this one. Average their ever description month one. So fairy. Welcome on Benny Hills here. Engineer Deathblade, Bonzine, Ellie. What the? Hello?
We're on a mission, you nit.
Oh? Hector is what?
Basically, he was a geek, sir.
Spectre, thank you so much. 10-month sub-anniversary. I'm cutting up. This has never happened before. I have changed nothing, but OBS had an update today. OBS had an update today. No, Silver, my mic is so good. What?
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Hello? My mic is at full volume. Am I still cutting out? Jado, what's going on? Sound is open. Sound is okay? I really have to be up at the mic, right? Okay.
I could really go for a pickle right now.
So, I knew I shouldn't have updated OBS. Shit. Oh my goodness, I really have to be right here.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Yeah, I changed absolutely
I always get
nothing.
a happy
James
tingly feeling when I
TDK,
see
oh
those
my
guys.
gosh. Thank you so much. 10 community subs, and we're on our way through a level 2 hype train. Holy moly. Congrats, C Engineering, Akalka, Mirator, 77, Potato Games, Jadeo, Glitchy, Hazardo, Denverstone, Sorcha 1807, and Osu 2711. We're at 74% of us level 4 hype train. 4.5 minutes to go. Oh my gosh, thank you. Silver tab on an 85 stream streak. Oh my gosh. And I'm looking at my filters. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Cheers. Cheers.
Thank you so much, James, for the cheers. 100 biddies going towards that hype train. We're at 78%. As I will hydrate, but apparently I have to fix my microphone. Is that better?
Cheers. Cheers.
Better? Thank you, Floyd, for the 5 biddies. What's an average? What? What's an average open and close threshold, everybody? What's an I did not change a thing, but suddenly after an OBS update, it's stealth, Samo. What's an average close and open threshold, everybody who knows about microphones and stuff? What's going on? What's going on? Well, this is a little bit better. This is better, isn't it? A little bit? I changed my open threshold.
Are you my mummy?
Oh gosh, Davrick, why are we doing creepy Doctor Who stuff? I sound lower than you used to? What the heck? What? Oh, Deli, nice, funny, very funny. James with another 200 bits. James is single-handedly taking this hype train to the next level. Oh, just kidding. Rolly coming in with our Twitch baby. We're in level 5. Down as in a more negative number or closer to 0, Sylphus? As in a higher negative? Oh, thank you, RSD. Thank you. No, I clearly need to have a call with somebody tomorrow and do something because this is crazy. It's crazy. Oh, hold on. Maybe... No, I didn't accidentally hit any dials. The gain is still, like, crazy.
Cheers.
Candy White, thank you so much. 200 biddies. Appreciate that so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. This is fine. Thank you. Thank you, Baby Yoda, coming over and trying to fix my stuff. Is this getting better, everybody? Is it getting better? Okay, my gain just went up even more a little bit. 50% better, says Jado. 50% better. Still very quiet. Still very quiet when I'm away. Like this? Oh my gosh. Okay, my numbers are getting like crazy. I guess OBS just has different stuff going on. So help me if people start complaining about my keyboard noises now, because I've just turned stuff so much up. Can we just all agree it's Moopsy's fault? I absolutely agree. The music also is like lower than it usually. The music is lower than it usually is. This is wild. This is wild. Never update OBS ever in all time, everybody. Never update OBS ever. Exactly. Y'all can't be upset if you hear my keys now. Oh, and now the microphone is too much. What if I'm further away? Is that okay? Is that okay? Now too much gain. Okay, I'm just gonna try to be like right here. I'm gonna try to be right here and maintain a nice... Yeah, I lowered the gain. I was demanded I would turn up the gain, and then I put it down. Oh my gosh. People are saying different things. Too high, too low. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. There is no winning. There is no winning. Let panic ensue! Run for your life! Oh my gosh. Okay. How about this? How about this? Oh my goodness. Contribute to the hype train so Samo can afford... Tech assistance? I don't know what's going on. What's going on right now? I don't even know what's going on right now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Still loud music? It is so much lower than it usually is. But I've turned it down again. I've turned it down some more. Because y'all the ones who need to have the good levels. Okay, we're gonna try this. We got 37 seconds left.
Giggity.
Oh my god.
All right.
Where am I?
And we'll go to the game
Why
at
am I
some
in a
point.
bed? I don't get anything that's going on right now.
I don't get anything that's going on right now. And it's true, Floyd. It's actually true. Moopsy came in with a Babylon 5 sound clip, and everything went downhill from there. He's trying to redeem himself with 5 gifted subs to Bark Brewer, Viking Seth, Tyrone Q Jones, Sylvis, and Ahita82. Thank you very much. We're on a level 6. We're at 8%.
I could really go for a pickle right now.
Giggity.
Sylvis, I'm turning down the desktop audio, which is what it's feeding through in the OBS itself. The sound on Pretzel is the same. It has always been. I'm adjusting it through OBS. Which is what I have always done for my whole game life. No tacos! Anything but that! Thank you, Tockley, for the stretch. Oh, Mama Samo gave a giggity? What? What? Well, Tiberius, I was going to invite him if he wanted to come up and chat for a few minutes, though not about that. As far as DRM, what are you talking about, Spectre? The OBS that has been the same OBS that it has always been, except for this new update. Science! Okay, for the rest of you, have you heard? Oh my gosh, yes! Yes, Benny Hill! We got the choo-choo! OBS 3 1.0.0, correct, yes. That is my OBS. So for everybody else, did the music not turn down in volume? Help is on the way, dear! Help is on the way! Thank you, Boopsy, please! Frisky Friday, indeed. Oh my gracious. Just when you think you have everything locked down. Well, I did say Fired Up Friday. I didn't mean to say my OBS was gonna get fired. Average Joe, holy moly, 1,000 biddies. Thank you so much, Average Joe. You are not an average person at all. You are very much above. Thank you so kindly. I have done nothing with the alerts, reading the bug tracking.
I always get
RSD gifting out a sub to Krusty the Gnome. We have 2 minutes left and we are halfway through this level. Thank you. Happy Friday to you, Average Joe. Thank you. None of the levels have changed in my ears at all. They're the same. They've always been. So I don't know why any kind of alerts would be higher than usual. Krusty the Gnome, in fact, in chat right now already enjoying
Jigs up, we're on to you.
Their new sub. Alright, just to let you know, we're not missing anything in game right now because we're doing some formadas. Oh, actually, I am missing because I'm getting booted out. Oh no! Can I get a star from anyone? Usually have your volume maxed on my channel, but you had to turn it down today? Yes, Sylvis, thank you. I am 56. 50s are going pretty fast just because of the preparations and planning I was doing.
Jigs up, we're on to you.
Also, I mean, the game is changing and they're throwing a lot more of certain things around.
I could really go for a pickle right now.
I believe that I can win. I believe
It's
that I can win.
a lot easier. They really want to push people out. They're still going at my
I can win.
entirely. But hi, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Oh, thank you, RSD. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. What NVIDIA driver am I? Whatever the latest
We're
one
on
is.
a mission, you
I
nit.
always get a happy tingly feeling when I see those.
Hey, thank you. Another 5 gifted to Mezer 1K, Tin Man 1 of 1, Slipstream 024, and Darmok 77. I will not be Delhi. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll be into the 60s.
I believe that I can win.
If they still keep doing
I can
stuff.
win. I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win.
We're on a mission, you
Wow, people are
nit.
doing a lot of sound alerts right now.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Give me a second. Why did that not come up?
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yes, RSD.
Moopsy Seth asked me, why is Major Samo's stuff being wonky tonight, and how can we blame it on Moopsy? Oh, yeah, the cosmic forces are at play, brother. Major Samo might be navigating through a star field of technical difficulties tonight, and you know what? When the going gets tough, you've got to look for someone to point a finger at. Why not Moopsy, huh? It adds a little spice to the mix. But don't fret. The cream always rises to the top, and Major Samo will rise back up like a phoenix. Dig it.
I shall always rise once more, indeed. Thank you, Skyquake. We are doing science here. Oh, Hector is here
Giggity,
tonight.
giggity, giggity.
Hello, Hector. Yes,
All
indeed.
right.
Yes. Thank you. Iron
Basically, he was
Fister,
a
hello, welcome in. How's it going? Die Hard Cubby, how the heck are ya? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, we did do some of the Polygon. Is that what the polys?
The best I can do is 50%
That's the
gain.
new thing, right? Oh. Hey, Average Joe. 50% is better than no percent. 64% of this hype train right now. And yes, Ginas, I will finally take a hydrate.
Jinx up, we're on to you.
With Minnie so kindly going later, and
I could really go for a pickle right now.
Rev unexpectedly,
I believe
not
that
coming
I
on
can win.
tonight. Me
I
starting
believe that
earlier.
I can win. I believe
forgot
that I
to
can
refill,
win.
so I'm a bit
I
low.
believe that I can win.
But I do want to need cookies. Fair enough. It's a cookie kind of night. We're gonna try something here. If they still want, Silvis, are you still around? And would you want to come up and chat for just a few minutes, or do you want to keep that for another time of day? Sure. Okay. Gosh help me how we can add this to the tech mix. Do I have one of my Discord mods here who can give Silvis the permissions to bring himself onto my private stage? Or how do I do that? My locked live channel. Let's invite somebody. Aha! There you are. Okay, you've been invited, Sylvis. Hopefully that's the right kind of invite. Let me know. Through Discord. Or you can just call me? Can we pipe that in through?
I always get a
Sure.
happy tingly feeling when I see those guys.
Hobo Mittens gifting out a sub to the cannon. Thank you so much, Hobo Mittens. Thank you kindly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's my live thing is a locked channel, but I sent you an invite to it. It's called Live. It's within my voice channels. Invite won't get him there? Oh dear, he needs the permissions too. Ah, this is why I was...
I see it now.
Oh!
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Oh, I need to change my voice settings now. Just a sec on output device to my headphones. Ah, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Everybody, can you hear Sylvis on the stream? Can you all hear Sylvis, everybody? Can you say something, Sylvis?
Sure thing.
Aha, sure thing. Yes, we can hear you. Absolutely brilliant and wonderful. Although perhaps some might think the subject matter will not be. Everybody, first of all, welcome in Sylvis.
I'll handle it.
Beloved member of the community. I'm sure we all know him, and if we don't know him, we know his charts. However, there is a change afoot, everybody. We've just learned in Mini Mabel's stream right before this that Sylvis kind of has an announcement to the community, and we're going to discuss the reasonings behind it all. So, Sylvis, do you want to share your news?
I can, yeah. So, essentially, I have decided that I no longer find the game enjoyable, and therefore I've decided to quit the game. And I just about an hour ago put in the ticket for account deletion.
Yes, I mean, you could actually say that that's correct, Moopsy. Yeah, everybody, Sylvis has made the decision to move on from the game. We all know he has been an integral part of the, especially, you know, Discord and Twitch community. Again, his charts have helped so many people, whether they realize he was the man behind it or not. Of course, also the voice of reason and logic in Lube's tight circle there with, you know, Stewie and Minnie. So this is going to be an absolutely devastating loss. I don't know if you realize how many people you've impacted, Sylvis. Again, not just with your charts, but your wit and contributions. There's a slight hope here, everybody. You do plan, Sylvis, to continue with the Brits and Yanks podcast, right?
I do. Yep.
Excellent.
And
Hallelujah.
you are right that I definitely don't know of the impact of what I do in the community. It's not apparent to the people that create the spreadsheets who is using them. I don't get any kind of data
I
on
believe that I
how
can
many
win.
people
I believe
have it
that
open
I
at a
can
given
win.
time, how
I
many people
believe
click
that
the
I
link,
can win. I
how many
believe
copies
that
are made.
I can win.
The only kind of data that I might get is email requests for access, but those are few and far between, and that's not the recommended route. So it definitely can be disheartening a little bit, just knowing, or not knowing rather.
But why,
how many
Sylvie,
people
why?
actually
You supposed to
use
be the chosen one.
work
You, Samo, Rev, Jesse,
that
and
goes
DJ.
into
The Republic
all these
will
spreadsheets
fall.
and things.
I mean, it's kind of a cliched term, but things like the invisible heroes and all that kind of stuff in many, I mean, businesses, companies, endeavors. It's like these days when you actually stay for the credits of a movie, or you actually watch the credits of one of these big video games that comes out. I watched the credits for Assassin's Creed Mirage just a couple of weeks ago, which is, you know, even a shorter game as far as Assassin's Creed goes. The credits were an hour long, a full hour long. So many people don't realize what is going on behind the scenes of things, how many layers of foundation there is holding all of us up, and you and Jules and Blue and Chrono and Net and just so many more people. I can't even name them all. I know, well, I hope a lot of us streamers do call you out whenever possible, but I mean, I don't know if you saw the chat at all, but people were saying, oh my gosh, my whole server uses your charts, Sylvis. You know, I've used them from day one, or, you know, I have all of them saved and bookmarked. Please, I hope, community, you're okay with me becoming the voice of this, but please know, Sylvis, you have helped and made such an impact on so many people. I am so sorry that you have not known this whole time how appreciated and valued you and your work and your time. I mean, for any of you who don't know, Sylvis is like full-time hardcore schooling and interning, like work, and he's still managed to do so much for this game. I mean, we're all shocked and horrified, but it really shouldn't be surprising that in your life and the super exciting upward path it's taking towards your goals and dreams and career and stuff, it shouldn't really be surprising that STFC is the thing that needs to get cut. Let's be honest, of all these factors, that is the correct decision.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It is definitely the right decision if you gotta cut something.
And I find I do this a lot too, where I get too much on my plate and find I have to let things go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you're a go-getter. That it has its pros and cons, I guess.
Yeah.
Tiberius is offering you $10 for your account. He would take it off your hands. $10, no better deal.
Don't think so, Tibbs. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Tibbs. I tried.
Bel Air, to give it a little bit of reasoning, I am Ops 50. I have long been anti-G5. I have never been interested in that part of the game. That doesn't mean that it's bad content or that other people don't enjoy it, because there are obviously people that do. Samo is one of those persons. I
have
have
newly
never
found in the last few months. Yep.
I've just never found the interest to go into G5. So I've been sitting at 50 for past several months, and over those past several months, I've also been a full-time student, senior year in engineering, and it has been a lot of time investment into the project that I'm working on and the other involvements that I have outside of school and work, outside of school and the game. I mean, work and church and other responsibilities. And it came to pass that the game wasn't a priority. There was a lot of content that came out that I missed because school was the priority, and that is the correct move. Not ashamed to say it. School is definitely the correct decision between those two, and it's gotten to the point where I know very little about what has been released into the game in the past 2 months, and that is unusual for me. I'm very much used to being the player that learned everything day one of the arc, heard from the CCs that were talking about the content and testing it, and then shared that information with my alliance, and was always on top of the game of knowing how everything worked, helping with the spreadsheets here and there, and I haven't been able to do that in October, November, and I saw the content come out in December. I was watching Lube's stream, and I just realized I don't have the will to learn this content that is now old content.
Yep. Am I to understand, were you in a position of leadership in your alliance as well?
Sort of. I was admiral for a while. Over the past year, I've been a commodore, but I don't have that many responsibilities. I make sure that my alliance knows that I'm not going to do anything besides just participate in discussions as leadership. So not necessarily a leadership is bringing me down to, because there's not much that I'm doing. I'm not making decisions for the alliance in any way.
Yeah, because I know that every alliance is different, every server is different. Some don't really have structure for but I know that, in some cases, especially a lot of the people in our Twitch community, I mean, as we often point out, we are kind of the elites, you could say, of the game. We're the people who've actually gone onto the internet and sought it out and want to learn more about the game and actively, be involved with other people in the game. And so I know I've seen lots of cases, from our people here on Twitch in our community, of the challenges and scope that any position of leadership can lead to. I mean, some alliances are so official, people take it like their second job. I mean, it's wild. So I know how that can add to the burden and the feeling of obligation that, you have to be in the game, or you have to be involved with this or helping other people. So I imagine even if you've stepped back from admiralship and even, quite a lot of Commodore duties, I mean, just being who you are, everybody still knows that you're the spreadsheet guy. I'm assuming in your alliance, they still think of you as the, we'll ask him all the questions, and that itself, even if you're not commodoring and all that itself can be big pressure and a time sink.
Yeah, even when I wasn't hardly playing the past 2 months, I'd still get PMs from people asking questions about the game. Maybe not about the content that had come out that month, but just in general about the game, how things work, what correct decisions to make regarding event stores or whatever.
Yeah. Of course, though we don't just love you for your sheets, and yes, going through all the potential merch stuff on mini stream before this was hilarious. I remember being in some of those streams thinking about all the merch we could dedicate to Sylvis, everybody. Stuff like, you know, Sylvis on the street, but a freak in the sheets. And stuff like that. It's so good. And while we love you for more than that, obviously there have been several questions in the chat about the fate of these glorious fonts of knowledge.
Yeah, so I understand that it is a valuable resource to the community, and I didn't want that to go to waste. So I've asked Jules, and he will be maintaining the spreadsheets that I have put together. For those that don't know, those are the prime sourcing spreadsheets, officer sourcing and tier ups, and the syndicate progression. And I also gave him access to the Emerald Chain spreadsheet, which wasn't released, but was a work in progress.
Yep.
So he will keep those up to date. And Deja has been one of my helpers, especially with the officer tier up and syndicate progression spreadsheets, and he will help keep things up to date as well.
Brilliant. I'm just showing on screen right now the fact that I have all of the sheets you just mentioned bookmarked and, you know, ready to rumble anytime. I've just brought up the syndicate progression. Absolutely brilliant tools.
Yeah, and I don't think that's the most up-to-date version, because I was
I don't think it is, because I remember looking at it the other day and I was like, wait, there's a whole new the new Terran favor is not in this one yet.
Yeah, the syndicate levels increased to 55, I think, and
yeah, that too.
I've got most of that put in. I just hadn't finalized the update.
Well, that's okay. The with Alliance tournaments magically suddenly reappearing out of nowhere, I think this update here to the Primes one with the Alliance tournament specific category is going to be really useful for a lot of people to keep track of some stuff. In fact, I was just in this earlier today updating mine. You can guess, chat, which ones I have already and which ones I don't. What am I working on?
And I didn't even put those in. That was Rev.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
So it shows that the tools will still be maintained and available. However, as I said, we don't value you just for that. So we certainly hope you'll still pop in every now and then just to, say hi. And everybody, remember, he'll still be doing the podcast with Lube and team, but also maybe some other games. What else are you actually playing? What does bring you joy and fulfillment still, game-wise?
Lube did get me into Farming Simulator, so I've enjoyed the little bit that I've been able to play here and there, and look forward to playing that more. I'm still involved in the community server that he has, so if you're interested in playing on a Farming Simulator server, we have a shared community server that you can be a part of if that's your interest. A little bit of a self-plug there. Hope you don't mind.
Absolutely, please, whatever you want. This is your stream right now.
I wouldn't say that, but appreciate it. And
Yeah,
I
that's
don't,
such
I don't
a-
need all the spotlight either, but it's
Oh, okay.
it's nice to know that people appreciate the work that goes into, because like you said, it is kind of a thankless job sometimes.
I was just going to say thankless, like that exact word was in my head.
And it's good to have it out in the open that I won't be around, just so that people aren't wondering. So
Yeah. Well,
I was planning on doing this eventually.
I have been thinking lately, where the heck has Silvis been? He's been really quiet, and I know this is such a cheap thing to say, but I honestly have been meaning to message you just to be like, oh hey, hope things are okay, because I know that, I mean, you've been hardcore in school and work for ages.
Yeah, designing an aircraft is a lot of work.
Yeah, Deli saying, yeah, we'll need to know about all the spaceship reverse engineering and when my car will fly. We need updates still. Minnie just wants her flying skateboard.
That was supposed to come out in 2015, I thought.
Well, you tell us. I mean, maybe a little bit before your time. In the industry.
Yeah, that was just a bad Back to the Future reference.
Back to the Future, I know. Well, just really quick a note on, you were talking about the farming simulator. I just want to say how cool of a thing it is that you can make community servers like that.
Yeah,
I just
Giants offers a way to host those, so it's from the company that puts it out. It's completely legit.
Wow.
And you're able to play with each other, be on the same farm, work towards the same goals, or have different farms and work separately to each other.
Compete.
And you can play at different times of the day. You don't have to be all on at the same time or have one person be on to have the server live. So it is a great feature for that game.
Wow, like truly community building.
Yeah, and it's somewhat similar to what Rev does with the War Thunder, playing with other people on stream and having the squad that people can squad up when he's not live and play. And that's something that's great about this community, is it's not just about FCSC, it's about the other stuff, what you enjoy.
Absolutely. Connecting more on, okay, Star Trek and or Star Trek Fleet Command is the initial, thread of common.
It's the primary.
But then you figure out, oh, but we also love that and we also love that. And you actually make real friends. And it's about so much more than this game. I mean, the game was the foundation that brought us all together, but I mean, look at the meetup in Nashville, and I've had Twitch people come stay with me in my home, and there's even more coming in 2 months or so to visit as real friends. So I think even if you're leaving this game, or if some other people are perhaps making or thinking about that choice right now, hopefully we can still all, keep our community, because it is about so much more than STFC.
Right.
I myself, when I started Twitch, never intended to only be STFC. And I've kind of made the personal goal of, I want to get Twitch partner and then, really expand into a whole bunch of more things. Because I think we definitely have more in us than just complaining about STFC all the time. or you know,
Absolutely.
enjoying it when we enjoy, which for some of us, you know, we still get something out of it. But STFC is community before the game. We're all still nerds here. Yeah, lots of comments coming in. Gosh, it would be cool if we could have had an actual community server in Star Trek Fleet Command. I mean, I know Rev like is kind of trying to do that with server 710. You know, have a whole hub of us all together, but an actual dedicated just us, like
Where
none
you
of
can
these
bring
other
your
fools
current
coming
progress.
in. Sorry?
Where you can bring your current progress.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I know that's a worry
mean,
for a lot of people on restarting, is they don't want to put in that effort.
yeah, well, I totally admit, you know, Rev has invited me many times to server 710, and as of yet, I just can't do it. The thought of trying to maintain multiple accounts, like so many people do, but the concept is for me. Maybe my brain's just not as good as all y'all's, but I cannot even fathom multiple accounts. Especially, I mean, one of your issues, I believe, is there's just so much more content. It takes everything I am just to keep up with my one account.
Right. And the in my eyes, the only way to really have multiple accounts is if you're not giving one of those accounts your all. If you're laid back and you're just in it for the community, for talking to your alliance and doing some things just in your evenings, just to wind down, then that's great for you. All the more to your gameplay. But you're not getting the absolute most out of your gameplay, where somebody else might be focusing on one account. And
Yeah.
that's just the personal choice that that person makes.
Absolutely. Yeah, and for me, I know maybe I would, you know, have a Forever Ops 12 or something just for fun, maybe, but for me, yeah, I like to focus and do things well, and, you know, oof. As you said, like, holy moly, Ops 56 now. I like to, yeah, figure out the strategery and efficiency and path as it comes along. I'm definitely stopping at 60, though. There's no chance I'm going into, like, you weren't interested in G5. I have absolutely no interest in G6 as it stands right now. That's a ways off. That's a ways off. Yeah, lots of people in chat saying multiple accounts. Wow. Power to you all. Power to y'all.
And I know Minnie does it too.
Yeah.
Minnie's got 2 accounts. Just not something I can do.
Who else was on mini stream? Ice Wolf was on voice. Moose was on voice. Do they have multiple accounts?
KKC.
And KC.
Ice Wolf doesn't. She's said that she doesn't have the time or will.
Yeah.
I don't know about KKC or Moose.
Well, yeah, and then stuff has been extra crazy lately. Even, I mean, this week, base foundations of the game changed. I mean, every day at 3:00 p.m. for my time, I've gone in to check the dailies because I'm like, oh, what's the new 6-hour daily? I'm like, oh, wait, it doesn't exist anymore. So as far as timing goes, you've perhaps chosen the ideal timing, you know, as this shift is happening, you know, it's a clear, distinct mark of, do you remember the game before this and now after this? So it's kind of a clean break moment, although you said you've kind of been winding it back for the last couple of months anyways.
Yeah, it just because of school and work. Just haven't had the time.
Yeah. But hopefully school and work are going well.
They are. Yeah, the semester is coming to a close. So I did have a lot of people asking, oh, you're not going to come back when the semester's over, or next semester when your schedule is a little bit lighter. And I just decided, no.
Yeah, and
don't want to relearn the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, people, I saw in chat saying, you know, just put the account on hold. You know, you could come back in a year if things change. But we must respect everybody, the decision that, you know, Silvis, if you want to say nope, that's it. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, and part of that is on Scopely as well. We'll call them out here a little bit. They don't prepare the game in a way that it is easy to come back to the game. If you take time off for whatever reason it is, they don't provide any way for you to catch up and feel like you have everything that you need in the game. You will come back to a dozen new loops, 4 to 6 new ships that you don't have any blueprints for. You'll be many months behind your peers that you played with before, and you'll have to relearn all of that content. And the most that Scopely will give you is a free battle pass when you decide to come back. And that is it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you need to figure things out for yourself or reach out to the content creators like yourself and others in the community.
Yeah. Well, and imagine how it's like for the average player who does not know about Twitch or Discord or our friends who do the YouTube tutorials and stuff. I mean, I try to imagine what it's like, because, again, we are such a small percentage of the entire game. So imagine what it's like for the average player. All this stuff coming out all the time, or, you know, casually coming in here or there.
And the average player is more casual in general.
Mm-hmm.
Those, in general, the players that are not watching the YouTube videos or attending the Twitch streams or listening to the podcasts put out by DJs and Lube, they are likely not going to be the ones that are competing in the SLBs. They're likely not to be the ones that are spending a lot of money to be on top for their ops level for their server. So they will be more casual just by nature.
Yeah. Yeah, some people saying, for example, James in chat right now, James TDK, went away for 3 months and all his main friends are just past, you know, better ships, artifacts, just so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, sea engineering will get stuck at sea. Like, they'll be out sailing with little to no chance to be on. It can be weeks to months at a time. And yeah, you come back. It's it's crazy how much they load in. And as you say, with no education or mechanics to catch up. I mean, you miss getting an officer in the initial month with all the SLBs, which, you know,
requires
spenders will
engagement.
always win. Spenders will always win. It's just fact.
Yes.
And if you miss the officer in that first month, it can so easily be, 3 months to a year before you even acquire them. And by that time, how many new officers have come out? And there's no catch-up mechanics. I mean, I think you mentioned field training in minis.
I did.
Which,
it's a good way for a brand new player to learn about the game, but it is not used for a catch-up. It is to teach someone about the game at the start or about a specific loop, like the Monavine, for example.
Yeah. And then, that's one of the reasons I was excited about the couple months ago now, the great revamp and expansion of field training. Not just for myself to, have fun going to get some one-time rewards for whatever, loops I've probably already done. But the help to newer and younger players. And now the independent archive is good for newer and younger players to speed up some of those old things. Like, it gives efficiencies for, upgrading the parts and stuff. So they'll be able to max or build up their tally a lot faster than what I or many of the chat would have done, or their Monavine. But there's no education or help aspect. It is kind of just finish the ship.
Yeah, and the independent archives is a good mechanic, but it is
very
end game mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
It is for the players that are completely done with the loop, and just allows them to not engage in that loop and still get the rewards. And it reduces the amount of gameplay that is required every day, and that's a great feature.
Yeah,
but it doesn't help for the players that have not played in 6 months, that now have the time in their personal lives, whatever that is, and they decide to come back.
Yeah. I mean, as always, it's the eternal battle of out with the old, in with the new, which has never been how it's been. It's just new.
And that's just part of their strategy. That's how they stay in business.
Yeah.
But we will always want the things that are better for the game and for the players too.
Yeah. All the FOMO stuff, you can't ever be away because you'll fall behind. And yeah, revamping old stuff doesn't make the money.
And that's one of the reasons why I've enjoyed the farming simulator stuff, is because when I log out of the game shuts off too. So the game doesn't progress without me.
Okay, I've wondered about that so much. I'm like, but when you leave the game, like, do your crops keep growing and you gotta go check in on them?
Nope.
It doesn't.
The server is only live as long as someone is on the server. So for the shared community server, it is live when someone joins the server, and at that point the time will tick, the crops will grow, the fields will need to be plowed, and anything else that is required. But as soon as they log off, the game shuts down, all the data is saved, but the time does not progress in the background. And it's the same thing with personal servers. If you just want to farm on your own without anybody else, you can have your own farm on your own personal server. You play when you want, and when you log off, the game waits for you.
That is
and
amazing.
Doesn't progress in the background.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just thinking of how I said earlier, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm so trained to be, if I'm not already in the game, I have to go check, see what the new daily things are, The morning and evening resets, it's just, you have to be there or else. It really does, put a chain on you, always tugging you back.
Yeah, and Star Trek Fleet Command can't be that because it's an MMO. That's just the style of the game.
Yeah.
But there are other games that aren't like that, and it's really nice when you have a busier schedule and you just want to play something to kill some time and not feel like you missed out because you weren't playing.
Yeah, well, I've said it before. That's why there's a calendar. Neb. I've said it before. I have never played an MMO before or a game like this. I've always been a solo player, single player RPG kind of person. I'll play the Final Fantasies and Assassin's Creeds and Last of Us and Dragon Age stuff, that kind of thing. And then sometimes something like a Age of Empires, city building. Not quite like Sim and how, they have all those kinds of crazy builder things, but the Age of Empires kind of stuff. So when I came in and, as I keep learning about this style of the game, it's just absolutely astonishing. All the ways they try to keep you in and keep you staying and keep you tempted and, just get a little bit of this and then, get a little bit of that. It's really quite fascinating. I'm sure there are studies out there or, in progress of just gaming is so huge now. Video games are bigger than all of Hollywoods and Bollywoods and everything put together as an industry. And it's absolutely fascinating the variation and diversity that is out there. But anyways, we're getting all philosophical Friday about the gaming industry as a whole. Hey,
if that's where the conversation goes.
I don't know. I mean, that's what stream is, right? We're here to just have a chat. What games have you played in the past, Silvis? Like, what is your favorite style of game?
I haven't played a lot. I mean, you have to remember that I'm fairly young, especially in the Star Trek community.
May I say it? The only F word I'll ever say on the stream. Fetus! Lovingly.
Yeah.
Lovingly.
I mean, I was 16 when I started playing this game.
Wow. Oh, geez. Well, when you put it like that. Wow.
So.
Yeah. Because, yeah, you started playing long before me, I think.
I really started playing full-time in March of 2020 when COVID hit, but I had an account before that.
Okay. Yeah, we just figured out, actually, in my last stream that it was January 31st, 2022 was when I apparently created and linked my Scopely ID. So something about like that.
Yeah, I remember the game where when you sent a miner to a node, if someone else was already on that node, it just auto attacked.
Oh.
It didn't just
Yeah.
have you hovering over them, it just auto attacked. I remember that part of the game.
Wild. 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 I'm gonna start up something super quick. We do chat actually have a giveaway to do tonight. So while we're still discussing and stuff, I'm gonna start the giveaway so we can all start getting that hashtag in, because I don't want to get to the end of stream and have totally forgotten. So I'm gonna do hashtag community. It's gonna be hashtag community. We can start putting it in the chat right now. Hashtag community. This is a giveaway. It's actually another Battle Pass giveaway tonight. Once again, actually sponsored by a member of the community. Couple of days ago, I gave away a Battle Pass on behalf of our community member RSDJ1, who recently just lost his mother. Her name was Joy, and we had a whole big thing about that the other day. So this Battle Pass is actually sponsored by Hector, his beloved cat. Yes, it was Hector this time, not RSD. So all shout outs and love is to them. But I wanted to do the hashtag community because that's really kind of been what this whole stream has been about. How the community we've built through this game, through better or for worse, is just unparalleled. It's unparalleled. And yeah, so it's hashtag community for the next couple of minutes or so. Anyway, sorry to interject there, Silvus. What were we talking about? You haven't really done much other gaming, you were saying?
No, not really.
Is there anything you wish you had time for? Like, have you seen commercials for something and just go, oh man, that's totally me?
It's a great question. The Hogwarts Legacy game was on sale.
Oh, it was?
For Black Friday. So I ended up buying that for my Switch. So I'll play that at some point. Yeah, it was 70% off.
70? Well, shoot. I mean, I guess it's a good thing I didn't see that. I should not be buying games right now. But gosh, yeah, I remember when it first came out, quite a few people did a stream or two about it.
Sugar Fat Man, it wasn't just for the Switch. It was available on Steam and Epic as well for the same price. It's just the Switch is what I happened to buy it for. It was a game discount, not a console specific discount.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I mean, Boxing Day will come up soon enough for me. Because that is one I would really like to come up with. So you like Harry Potter then, eh?
I do.
Oh, good. What house are you?
Can you guess?
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, I would think, you're, Ravenclaw. Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard.
I just realized I should have asked the chat first. Dang it. Sugar Fat Man typed it out, I think, quick enough. He got that too. Oh, yeah, Ravenclaw. Love it.
Yeah, very very obvious considering my thought process.
Yeah. I forget when you're finishing up school and stuff. As you said, you'll already have basically 2 full years work experience. I forget your plans for further education.
Not
Or
at this time.
Just diving right into the work world.
Just into the workforce.
Nice.
I am not yet interested in any master's program.
Fair enough. Fair enough. World domination. Those are the secret plans. The Silvus is not allowed to talk about those live on stream. Sorry. Maybe next stream they'll be not so secret, but any plans for the holiday season?
Just I'll be going back to parents' place for a couple of weeks.
Oh, good. Some time
Really
off
good.
of all the things.
Yeah, I'll have about 4 or 5 weeks off of school.
Oh, wow. That many.
And-
Nice.
Yeah, college is like that. Finals are done in mid-December, and
Mm-hmm.
second semester doesn't start until the 3rd week of January.
I swear I only got maybe like 2 or 3 weeks off. Back in the day. I don't know. Also,
It's just how it works for me. It might be
you,
different
yeah.
for other universities.
nice.
And Iron Fister, I am an aerospace engineer.
He gonna build us our real Enterprise, y'all. The real spaceships. So cool. Anybody who hasn't heard, it's #community for a giveaway right now. Oh, Silvus, have you ever seen my I'm trying to say what it is. One of my special mugs from NASA. Have you ever seen my NASA mug?
I don't believe so.
Oh. Well, somebody just said in chat, rocket science? And I have this massive mug. You know, it's one of these beautiful, big, chunky, cozy ones. So much tea can fit in this thing. But I got it from NASA when I went to visit it in Houston ages ago. I was visiting a friend. And it makes me chuckle. Like, it's such a cliche, and it's a known phrase, but it has, you know, all the fancy NASA logo and stuff on one side, and then on the other side it says, oh, come on, it's not like it's rocket science, and then in brackets, oh wait, yes it is. And it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
But you're not actually the rocket science, you're the, or are you?
I prefer the airplane side. And I am much more skilled in aerodynamics than I am in the propulsive side, which is kind of what the rockets are.
Yeah.
That's the science that I prefer.
Fair enough.
Daily's got it right.
He's a wing guy. Do you like chicken wings?
Who doesn't?
Oh, whoops. Me? My problem with chicken wings, it's true. I have just a really weird thing about textures. And for me, any meat with like any kind of skin or bone or stuff, it's not for me. But the problem is chicken wings have the best flavors and sauces. They just have all the good stuff. So I'm always like, you know, but then I feel like a child when I want to say, can I just get chicken fingers? Like, can I get chicken tenders with all the wing sauces? I don't know. It's a whole thing for me.
Iron Fister, I prefer the aerodynamics field, not propulsion.
Yeah, DRM. There you go. I'm licking my lips as I'm saying it. Well, Candy White, anybody who hasn't heard in my stream this week, I, for some absolute reason, ridiculous reason, unbeknownst to me, decided to start the workout program P90X this week, which for anybody who knows is like a super intense, hardcore 3-month, 90-day program. All kind of because I got the email from the cruise saying 90 days until the cruise, and somebody made the comment, perfect for P90X. So Silvis, you probably wouldn't know, I was super sick for most of November.
I did hear about that.
Just on the couch, unable to exist. So I'm still kind of finishing recovery to that, and then so leaping into this ridiculous program. I think probably, Candy, I was licking my lips because I'm suddenly so focused on protein intake to try and make the most of this horrible torture. But anyways.
By the way, Samo, you sent Hydra to an Armada.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. I noticed that I hadn't sent my Sanctus, and so I fixed that. I did not realize that was a Hydra. Thank you, Silvis. See, you don't even play the game anymore, and you're still helping people. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I did notice that you were not able to stream for quite a while.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, most of the times that you stream are after I'm ready to go to sleep.
I know. It's
make a ton of your streams.
It's a huge problem, even just for people in North America, never mind abroad, and it troubles me constantly. Every day I think about it. I just really need to get, pull my britches up and commit to a weekend time or something crazy like a morning slot. Because I'm Pacific, right? So even if I did a stream at, say, 11 in the morning, my time during the week, that's afternoon for a lot of people, or that's starting to be good evening time for Europe.
Yeah, 7 p.m. UK.
Yeah, exactly. I just need to figure it out. Because since I started streaming, and I was always very conscious of established time periods, and I also just knew that, there's no chance I'll ever compete with DJs or Rev, or, that kind of thing. And now we have like 50 bajillion more streamers, more than ever before, and, I don't want to get in the way of anybody. I've always been very conscious of trying to just let everybody have their chance. So I don't know. We'll see. I still want to do a Saturday cooking stream. I'd love to do a Saturday or Sunday cooking stream, because obviously
I still need to get lube to make white gravy.
Get lube to make white gravy? Oh boy. I would watch that.
It's gonna happen.
I would totally watch that. Cooking with Mama Samo. Oh, Tibbs wants guest stars. Well, Mama Samo she is a very good cook herself. Papa Samo is like the master chef, but Mama Samo is also very good. But also, Mama Samo has the superpower of being an excellent sous chef, which kind of brings us to what I was saying near the beginning of our conversation, Silvis. It's the people.
Basically, he was a geek, sir.
Thank you! Lazarus R. Baka Blue coming in with 8 months. That's 10 months. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Lazarus. How have you been? But no, I was saying from the beginning of our conversation, it's the people at the foundation and helping in the background that people don't realize are so important, like in cooking. If you don't have sous chefs and people to help you, clean and prep and all the things.
Dajubi asked me, please predict how Major Samo cooking stream would go if she did it. Assume she gets an 8 to 10. All right. Here's how Major Samo's cooking stream would probably go if they scored an 8 out of 10. First, preheat their charisma to a sizzling 200 degrees. Got to keep the audience engaged. They'll start by dicing up some classic Trek references, mix in a dash of humour, and season it with a pinch of suspense. Flambe it with a technical mishap or two for that rustic charm. Serve it with a side of tasty gameplay and voila! An 8, 10 culinary adventure, you muppet.
Okay, Dr. Juby, that was amazing. That was actually so good. I'm going to take a picture. I have my phone here. I'm taking a picture of the chat because that was pretty good. And he said Muppet so well at the end. Oh, wait, no. It didn't show the whole thing. Oh, dang it.
You'll just have to clip it.
Sorry?
Just clip it.
Just clip it. Somebody clip it, please. Somebody clip that. That was very fun. And to finish off that fun, why don't we have some more fun with the Battle Pass giveaway real quick. Final call, #community. I am going to be drawing in about 10 seconds, everybody. A Battle Pass for this very month. Once again, this is not an official Scopely one. This is in honor of RSDJ1's late mother, and it is sponsored by his cat, Hector, a regular attendee in this community. So I will #community, and I will start the countdown now, Deli, but thank you. I will start the countdown now. We are going in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is drumroll. Oh, and you have to be, I always forget to say this, you have to be a follower of the channel. You do have to be a follower. And yes, Moobot will tell me if you're a follower or not. So please, if you haven't yet, do follow the channel. Love you. And we're giving it away right now. Sunflare 87! Sunflare 87, are you here and do you need a battle pass? Sunflare, in fact, I think is the devil himself who brought up P90X. Wasn't it you, Sunflare? And then I was like, oh, it's perfect 90 days, yeah. And then Moopsy was like, I have the whole P90X program. I'll send it to you. And I was like, oh no, I have to do it? And now I'm doing it. Okay, yes, Sunflare is here, and yes, they need one. Congratulations. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, I know. I asked you that like last stream too. You be careful. Thank you, Tibbs and Net, for the clips. Sunflare, please, what I need you to do is message me in Discord. Please find me in Discord and send me a message, and I will let you know how we're going to get that to you. Thank you so much, Hector. Thank you, RSDJ1. Once again, his mother's name was Joy, and she was a fabulous, wonderful, good, loving mama, as far as we've heard, and we do love those in the channel. So thank you. Once again, sorry for your loss, RSD and Hector. Your generous contribution to this community will be very appreciated by Sunflare, I'm sure. All right, business done. Silvis, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Any weekend plans? I keep forgetting that it's Friday.
I've got an exam on Monday, so I'll be studying. It's the same answer that I tell everybody every weekend. I'm doing homework.
You're doing homework. Oh, the life. Everybody in chat, please send virtual energy drinks, virtual snacks, virtual good hard sleep to, digest all that knowledge and retain it. Yeah. What's the subject?
It's flight control systems, so I'll be studying transfer functions and root locus diagrams and Bode plots and Nyquist plots and a whole bunch of other stuff that you don't know what that is.
Correct. But all very important. If it don't know where to go, it certainly can't accomplish its mission.
DRM, yes, I do keep up on Veritasium. I love his stuff.
Who dat?
Veritasium, I've told you about him before, Samo.
It sounds familiar. I'm like, wait, do I know this?
Veritasium is a YouTube channel put together by Derek Mueller, who is an Australian PhD physicist who makes videos about all kinds of different science things. So I brought him up to you when he made a video about how Japanese swords are made.
Yes!
And
that
he
guy!
goes through the process of actually making that sword during a 24-hour period. And he does all kinds of science videos on a wide range of topics, from physics to biology to history of different science things. And it's a very interesting channel of teaching about the way the world works.
So cool. Apparently Sherlock Holmes shows it to their students.
Yeah.
He has a new rainbow video that is super cool, apparently. And this is perfect timing because the game just crashed for evening reset, so this is a perfect time for me to be over here. It's yes, we can all laugh about that. Well, this is great. I definitely need to get back into this because, for example, I have a subscription to Scientific American magazine, and one of the things I've always enjoyed about that is that it has a bit of science from across all fields. And I think it's really fun to, we'll never be an expert on everything, but it's fun to learn about different scientific fields and stuff. And
he covers just about everything.
Yeah.
He's got,
so
you
cool.
can see some of them, questions from how a QR code is made, and he actually physically builds a QR code in his house to demonstrate it.
Mm-hmm.
To timely things like talking about politics right around when the election was coming up, to just talking about randomness. Like
I always get a happy, tingly feeling when I see those guys.
Oh, sorry. Iron Fister, thank you so much. Gifting out 5 subs to the community. Congratulations, Molecular Sage, Fox Fan, Sea Fox Fan, Sugar Fat Man, and Morias. And Mad. Thank you so much. We've just kicked off a hype train, everybody. Oh my gosh. And Dr. Juby with Nerd Alert blurb. That was very funny. I'm sure you didn't hear that, Silvis, but
I did not.
It was very funny. Nerd Alert sound effect thing.
Yes, I'm very much a nerd.
Well, as is apparently this guy, and I assume most of us here right now.
There's that Japanese sword making video.
Sand into swords. Oh, of course I have ads right off the bat, but nerds. And good night, RSD. Sweet dreams. Oh, another variation of a nerds from Moopsy this time. Thank you very much. How many alerts can we find that is people screaming nerds? Oh gosh, just like look at it. It's gorgeous. Slice a bullet in half. Come on, y'all. Swords. Works of art. But anyways, we don't want to go down any rabbit holes here or get any Twitch, violations right as I'm about to apply for partner next week. You'll just have to show that.
You'll just have to keep that in your back pocket.
Yeah. So everybody, I hope you got that. All my nerds out there. All my nerds. Veritasium. Of course, I'm assuming that's variation on, truth.
Yeah.
Veritas.
His slogan is an element of truth.
An element of truth. Oh my gosh, even that. Nerdy and like wordplay nerdy. Gorgeous, brilliant,
and
beautiful.
His atomic number is 42, which is from
of course it is.
Isaac Asimov's
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yep.
Oh man, I just love that so much. Thank you for bringing that back into my mind. Because that the sword one, I might have even sent it to my karate club at some point. Not because we don't really
basically he was a geek, sir.
Weapons work a ton per se. We don't do sword work. I have done through other means in my life, but I mean it's still of the culture, and we all love that kind of stuff.
It's something that
thank you for the sub. 10 months. Sorry, Silvis.
It's something that you're interested in.
Yeah. Absolutely. Have I read yes, I love Dirk Gently. You're talking about Dirk Gently, I assume, Savage. Okay, well, actually wait. I can't remember if I have actually read them. I think I did
a smart guy, eh?
Smart guy, eh? Candy White does a sound effect thing. Whoa, smart guy, eh? Totally on the same brand. Thank you, Candy. We're almost through this level of hype, by the way. We're at 94%, and we have about a minute left. Dirk Gently, I might have read back in the day. I think my most recent memory, though, is of the TV show, which I think was cut very tragically short. I thought it was brilliant and along the same quirky kind of sci-fi fantasy wacko vibes as Good Omens and other stuff like that, which I really enjoy. And I mean, Hitchhiker's Guide is some fun stuff. Thank you, Davrick, for the goat that puts us over the edge into the next level of hype and restarted the music. Thank you very much. Restarted the music. I saw Bel Air saying, I like your music. Anyways, oh gosh. We're in a level 3 hype train and the timer has reset. 4.5 minutes. Thank you, everybody. Oh. Thank you, everybody, except for Seth, who continues to send me these flies, which I hate. Oh, Fisty, that was fun. Ooh, real engineering being suggested in the chat. Fascinating. All right. Chat, do you have any more questions for Silvis while we have him here? His appearances are going the way of the unicorn. We don't know when we'll be so lucky to have him with us again. Anybody have any further questions? Or Silvis, is there anything else you want to touch on regarding, the game or your decision, or you're happy you've said your piece?
I feel like I've said what I need to. If you've got questions, I'm more than willing to answer them, but I think it's out there now.
Only aggressive people conquer the
brought it
world.
up on Rev's stream a couple days ago, but it's more in the open now.
Mm-hmm. thank you for being willing to talk about it on my little stream here. Very, very happy and to have been able to host this chat with you. I'm not kicking you off, by the way, or anything. I mean, if you have to leave, just let me know. But just want to make sure we have all of that good and clear. And, you know, if anybody's come into the chat recently and has no idea what's going on or why we have the amazing Sylvis with us, thank you, Happy Cat 08 there we go, for the hydrate. It was definitely time for one. Ryan asks, can you please explain how pivot tables work?
I actually don't do much with pivot tables. I know they're a great tool in Excel, but I don't use a lot of pivot tables. I mostly use VLOOKUPs or combinations of index and match if I need to find something.
Bel Air asking if you know anything about something called the Scramjet. We want to go from Vancouver to Edmonton in 10 minutes.
Scramjets are a form of ramjet that allows the air to move through the outside of the nacelle. What you're asking for is never going to be allowed because of sonic booms and the wreckage that they cause overland. So,
alas,
many countries, including Canada, unfortunately, have restrictions on going Mach 1 or higher over land because of sonic booms. You can do that over water, over the ocean. That's fine, but not over land. There are regulations on that.
Darn those speed limits, indeed, Ballybomb. Our dude George 2812 says, Sylvis, just want to say thank you for all you've done. Highly appreciated. Another comment, Sylvis, I will say to you that I wish you the best of luck in your future, and absolutely don't be a stranger. Come by any time to the group and say hi. Lots of such messages. They want you to hold up, we just got a baby shark. Baby Shark remix, which actually gets us that final percent. Hype train is still going, everybody. Level 3 complete. Can we get through a level 4? We have 4.5 minutes to see. Sugar Fat Man wants you to design an SR-1701 Blackbird.
Well, it's not going to be called a Blackbird because that's the SR-71, but we'll see what's in store for me. I'm not sure if I'm a design engineer per se. I'm not sure that that's my field. I mostly do.
I always get a happy tingly feeling when I see those guys.
But we'll see.
What would be, first, really quick, Fisty with 5 community subs. Again, Fisty, thank you so much. You're being so kind tonight. Level 4 complete. We're in a level 5 hype train. Congrats to Lord Vries, GDCB77, Go Crazy Robin, Allen 155551, and TJ Doberman. Congrats. Also, there's a message here in the chat from Mama Samo to you, Sylvis. That is my mama saying, oh shoot, where did it go? When can this community look forward to hearing from you? Do not become a stranger, eh? I can see here this evening just how much folks love you. Take care and all the best, young man.
I'll be around.
Sorry, Sylvis, a sticker party just started and I can no longer hear what you're saying. So I'm sorry, could you hold off for just 30 or so seconds? We have a sticker party in the chat, everybody. Go nuts. Go nuts. Slap those stickers on the screen. troopers. Oh, I should be trying to figure out why it's echoing. Why couldn't the OBS have fixed that? Why is this going so long?
You slimed me.
That's great!
Jeepers Louise. What just happened, everybody? Oh my gosh, I apologize. Totally understandable if you muted. That's a potty indeed. We're all woken right up for the rest of the stream. Jeepers. I know what my weekend homework is. Oh my gracious. Anyways, Sylvis, are you still here?
I am.
Oh, good. I don't actually have guests on my stream super often, so it's really exciting to have somebody to, you know, truly chat with and be here. Were you able to hear the message I read out from my mama?
I did,
oh,
yes.
Good.
And okay. I'll be around.
Excellent.
I do not intend on leaving the community entirely. Being an STFC community primarily, I won't be around for everything, but I wasn't before anyway. And I'll be around.
Excellent. Because I mean, even just now, clearly lots of people are very interested in your field of study and future work. And I'm sure you won't be able to talk about a lot of it or what have you, but I'd love, for example, I'm just coming up with this on the fly, but in time, you know, I'd love to have you back on chat here, back up on voice to give us an update and, you know, in the future talk about some of the real things you're working on. It would be super cool. I've said from the beginning, I've never wanted my channel just to be about a game or, you know, this one thing. Absolutely all things science and nerd and real, what's actually happening in these pursuits towards things like fancy ships and flying devices and, you know, the great beautiful potential of our future. So just an open invite right now in front of everybody to come back and chat again sometime.
Yeah.
Whenever.
We're friends on Discord. I don't.
I hope so.
There are some Discords that I don't plan on leaving, so I'll still be here.
Yay!
Just reach out.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm yeah, I think we're friends. Okay. Yay.
We are.
It's good to have friends.
That wasn't a question. It was a statement.
Oh, okay. I like to always recheck and confirm everything. I never like to make assumptions about anything because we all know what that leads to. Most of the time, at least. Yes, Mama Samo. I'm apparently supposed to play a game sometimes. Well, took me a bit of time to decide we were friends. Davrick, I'm you know I was on Discord quickly checking. But sometimes it's hard to see and over here and over there, and it was I'm in streamer mode, so names are, redacted.
Sometimes, yeah, I've found that OBS isn't consistent with that.
America's Cup boats are all designed by aero engineers? What's a cup boat?
I'm not completely.
I have no idea what you're saying, Slay.
Terminology.
I apologize. And yes, see, engineering, sometimes it is. Multitasking is difficult for lots of people. I am a master multitasker, but when I'm streaming, there's like 17 different things going on at all times across 3 different monitors, so
2 hours later.
Nice, Davrick. That's actually perfect. Oh, apparently America's Cup boats are big, fast sailboats. The America's Cup sailing contest, where teams from around the world compete. Oh, so the ships that the United States, puts forth for this international sailing contest are all designed by aerospace engineers. Huh.
I believe it. Hydrodynamics is very similar to aerodynamics.
What are your thoughts on boats, Silvis?
The design would be similar from an aerodynamic point of view. It's just dealing with hydrodynamics instead of aerodynamics. The properties are a little bit different, but similar enough. They're both fluids.
Slay saying these boats are super streamlined. The sails are basically wings.
Yeah, it'd be very similar to a small, slow aircraft design where the fluid is incompressible.
Super fast, apparently. Fascinating. I'm not a boat girl myself. Water is terrifying, especially like the endless expanse of, a lot of the planet. But boats are very, it's just like airplanes. It's cool to think of the different designs that are possible to achieve different things. Sea engineering.
Exactly.
Sorry?
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like anything up in the air or to do with space. Space is huge and terrifying, but just endlessly fascinating. It's like why humans are, since the beginning of humanity, what have we always been obsessed with? Fire and water. Because, it's these things we cannot control. And seeing all the things we've built to deal with them or use them or harness their power is so flippin' cool. The night is dark and full of terrors. Yes, indeed. Yep. Space, the final frontier. Would you go up into space, Silvis?
I don't think so.
Chat.
Not in the way that it works now.
Mm-hmm.
There may be developments over time, but at this time, no.
Fair enough. I totally would. Send me to Mars. Heck yeah. But, that's never going to happen, so. I can but imagine. Chat, would, speak up. What would you guys do? Would you go up into space, like, in your current lifetime, with where we're all at with stuff? Would you guys go up into space if you had the opportunity? Yay or nay? What about, Silvis, things like submarines? Would you go on a deep sea kind of thing?
Are we talking like the Titanic sub or something that actually works?
Yeah, Jamie. We would hope something that works.
Submarines are a lot scarier because of the pressurization issue.
Yeah, see, I would absolutely go up into space. I would not go down into submarines. No.
I like to. I've gone scuba diving a couple of times, and I enjoy that. But submarines are a completely different deal. With space travel, you have one form of pressurization where your vessel is pressurized, but there's essentially no ambient pressure around you. And so if you have a link or something, then it just goes into nothing and you end up getting propelled all over the place, and it's still very scary. But in a submarine, your vessel is pressurized and the structure has to be strong enough that the weight of the water above you doesn't break the submarine. And if it does, then the submarine just gets crushed. Which is kind of what happened with the Titanic sub.
And exactly why I don't do underwater. That is exactly why.
Yes, Floyd. Yellow Submarine.
Indeed. Very interesting, actually, in chat. Several people saying I would go up into space if I didn't have children, or once my children are all grown. Very interesting. It's beautiful that you want to be there for your families. That's good answers, all of you who said something like that. Not like, they'll be fine. Dump them with their relatives. Space. Well, hopefully, John Doe. Hopefully, with underwater, if something happened, it will happen fast and before you can really know it. Ugh. We need to get off that subject. Good gracious. Devil Doc, thank you. I will take a book. And in fact, we're going to be we're shaking things up this month. We have a special Weird But True 300 festive facts to light up the holidays. So let's do something fun. Well, this is kind of a mix of nerd and holiday and myth and stuff. Did you know that ancient druids thought that mistletoe could protect them against witchcraft? Which is very funny to me because, of course, now mistletoe is, the symbol of romance and cuteness and, have a smooch. Although some people might say that putting the mistletoe up to catch somebody is, in fact, just another form of witchcraft. Trying to ensnare. That's really funny to me, though. Mistletoe to protect against witchcraft. The ancient druids. Always trying to protect themselves. Logobolas. I'm sure you've been told that everybody wants to say Legolas. I always want to say Legolas when I see your name. But yeah, in a sub, you're constantly fighting forces against a structure trying to keep you alive. In space, that isn't a factor for the vessel, really, to such extremes.
I'm just from a pressure perspective, in space, the pressure difference between the pressurized vessel and the ambient is 1 atmosphere.
Yeah.
Which is what we're all used to in everyday life. in a submarine, depending on how deep you go, the difference can be dozens to hundreds of atmospheres because of the weight of the water and how deep you are. The deeper you go, the higher the pressure is, because there is more physically more water above you, and the height difference between your depth and sea level.
Yeah. People who, talk about how space is so scary and dangerous. We have more than enough scary and dangerous on our own planet. I mean, there's I don't even know what the percentages are these days, but there's still so much of the oceans that we know absolutely nothing about. And, certain forests and certain mountain ranges, there's so much of our own planet we've not even explored or know about. It's wild. It's wild. But I said we have the special Christmas facts book, but I also received this actually from Mama Samo this week. Mama Samo. It's very cute. It's called A Little Book for Christmas, a collection of glad tidings and festive cheer. So it's this cute little thing. And, holidays can be really tough for some people. Or really wonderful for some people. And for both types, I think any extra little nugget or any initial nugget of good cheer is good for everybody. So what can we... So this actually connects to one of the ones I had from the other book the other day. We talked about this. In Sweden, straw Yule goats are placed around homes during the festive season. In the town of Gavel, a giant straw goat is erected each year. It is a tradition for pranksters to try burn or destroy the goat before the celebrations even begin. Ah, you silly rogues. What's another one that... Did you know that Santa Claus's official post office can be found just north of Rovaniemi, the capital of Lapland, in northern Finland? This claims he receives around 600,000 letters each year. When was this published? 2022. So you would hope that that's vaguely correct. I'm just thinking, wow, kids still send physical letters? Surely Santa has an email by now. Silvis, have you ever seen the movie The Abyss?
No, I have not.
Ooh. That was a pretty intense movie back in the day, in the realm of the gosh, what year was it? Hold on, let me try to find...
I'll put it on the list.
Sorry?
I'll put it on the list.
How big is your list?
Yeah, it's got a few.
Me too. Oh, wow, I didn't realize it was that old. It's 1989. Wow. I definitely have to rewatch it then, see how it holds up. The list, says Candy. All caps. But yeah, The Abyss. Oh man. Kind of like partially real science, but also kind of sci-fi-ish. I mean, it's a James Cameron movie, so you know how he loves his underwater. Yeah. The tagline, a civilian diving team is enlisted to search for a lost nuclear submarine and faces danger while encountering an alien aquatic species. Whoop. And I just tapped my microphone. Sorry, my headphones just hit the microphone. James Cameron apparently developed the T-1000 Terminator tech in the abyss. Zero G's, I was just about to bring up Sphere. You have no idea. I was literally... Have you seen Sphere?
No.
That one's 1998 with Dustin Hoffman and Sharon Stone and Samuel L. Jackson. Based off a book, which I have read. I know I've read that one. That's one of the Michael Crichton books, if you know that author. Is it Michael? I've always said Michael Crichton. Is it Michael Crichton or Michael Crichton? I've never known. Anyways, this movie, like, I got the weirdest dreams for so long after this movie. Like, it's trippy, y'all. It's trippy. Woof.
You'll learn very quickly that I am not pulp culture educated.
Crichton. Iron Fister thinks that it's Crichton. Oh yeah, DRM, same. Sphere, like, freaked me out, man. It's my brain was like, whoa. Ugh. Andromeda Strain, yep. Yeah, I'm weirdly pop culture-y. Like, I don't really know anything that's happening today. Like, you name off some of these new music people, and I'm like, I have absolutely no clue what you're talking about. But I think I've seen quite a lot of old movies and stuff. I've always really enjoyed movies and TV shows. Oh, well, and you know, sci-fi. Oh, of course, 2001 is the sci-fi movie of all time. 2001. And then 2010 was actually a pretty decent, you know, a bit less cerebral, a bit more, you know, adventure-y. But both good. Event Horizon. Andromeda Strain. These are all old sci-fi movies.
I know what Event Horizons are.
Excellent. Oh, what's the one I want to say? Cocoon. Y'all, how about Cocoon? Oh my gosh, there's a Cocoon versus Paul Rudd. I gotta show you guys this thing. Okay. So you know how the people in Cocoon were supposed to be, like, old? They were... Well, I guess you won't know this, Silvus, but there's these characters, and they're, you know, supposedly old, and there's this whole thing, and this guy, who's one of the main stars of Cocoon, I guess they, like, oldified them up, or it's just the difference in today versus then. I don't know. But this dude is the exact same age in this picture as Paul Rudd is in this picture.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. We're comic dispensers.
Thank you, Dr. Chubby, for the toony loonies. But yeah, these two men in this picture, they're exactly the same in these pictures. And I know it's very unfair to compare anybody to Paul Rudd, because he, like myself, is an ageless, ethereal being from another realm. He is immortal and ageless.
He's got great genetics.
Gosh, does he ever. Him and flippin' Keanu Reeves, you know? Some of these guys, wow. But yeah, these two gentlemen are exactly the same age. I think my sister sent the family chat that, because, you know, Cocoon back in the day, you know, we all watched or whatever. So anyways, that was a bit of a trippy thing. He lived another 30 years after it, in spite of everything. It's still not as old as Moopsy. Well, nobody is. Anyways, I love talking about movies. And, you know, I love these old sci-fi things. I can add many things to your list if you ever have time, Sylvis. Mithril Juggernaut, hello. Sorry.
Reach out in 6 months.
What about 6 months?
Reach out in 6 months.
Reach out in 6 months. Everybody, put it in your clocks, put it in your timers, make a note. 6 months. Everybody send Sylvis your top movie list. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, while we're talking about shows and movies, really quick, anybody who's on my Discord, and if you're not, why are you not? Please go join. Link in the chat. People got a little bit sidetracked in the STFC channel, which is supposed to be about STFC. They started into a whole little back and forth about Babylon 5. And so I needed to wear this evening just a little reminder that this is the Gate Room, and we do love and accept discussion on all the things. But, just remember, this is Major Samo's hood. And I've been doing the Gate for a long time. Heck yeah, Ice Wolf, why do you think it's so faded? Oh gosh, the engineering, I wish. Maybe one day. I don't know. DRM, I have never seen Babylon 5 full through. I have never. I never planned to. The force of the outcry about that may, for the sake of the channel, and for my people, maybe this holiday season I will start. Maybe. Maybe. Well, Carl Lors, the thing is, I've avoided Babylon 5 for so long, but they might even be better than the Ori. I don't know. I really don't like the Ori. Oh, Fisty, it's not just you guys. There's even more than y'all. Sylvis, what would you consider your favorite shows or movies of what you have seen?
I enjoy the Marvel movies, at least up until the end of Phase 3.
And which one was that? What was the end of Phase 3?
Endgame.
Oh, okay.
The Phase 4 stuff, which started with Black Widow and stuff like that, weren't as great, but it's still a good
I don't
universe.
even think I've seen anything from much of the latest. So I'm looking up Phase 4. Oh gosh, this is
They haven't been as big of hits.
Huge. Okay, Black Widow I have not seen. Shang-Chi I have seen.
Shang-Chi.
The Eternals I think I saw.
That
I saw
had really
Thor.
bad reviews.
I saw Thor. I don't think I've seen the new Black Panther. I don't know if I've seen Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. Oh, no, I think I did. Clearly they made a big impact on me. I can't even remember if I've... And I don't think I've seen the new Spider-Man. So, yeah.
They're alright. I
enjoy
like,
the Thor movies.
I like a lot of action films, adventure, those types of movies that have something going on.
Yeah.
I like the sports movies that are about a real event that happened that are highlighting good things.
Mm-hmm. I love action movies as well. Not as much on the sports films myself, although I'm sure lots of people in here would know. Lord Vreeze says that last year you finished your project of watching Babylon 5, reading all the books, comics, and short stories in chronological order. Good gracious, that's commitment. So Lord Vreeze, you would be like, watch the show, but then like it's this movie, but then it's that comic, but then it's that book. Jeepers. Moopsy, you found your new best friend. Spectre considers Spider-Man kind of its own thing, more like Deadpool and Wolverine. Interesting. I love that. Did you see Deadpool?
I did.
Oh, what did you think?
I thought it was good. I haven't liked the approach that Marvel has taken on some of the movies lately, but it was a good movie overall.
I thought it was entertaining. I enjoyed it. And I mean, for me, as somebody who, you know, I've never read any of the comics or anything like that. I don't know any of the great grand lore or backstories or extended universes. For me, with the Marvels, I just enjoy, you know, shiny, flashy, good, interesting, fun fights with all the different technology and powers and stuff. I usually, yeah, I just take it for, you know, kind of popcorn fluff, and there need to be movies like that. I know some people get really serious about them. I'm very much a kind of backseat, yay, you know, superheroes fighting is fun. So I usually am entertained and enjoy things. Shirtless Hugh Jackman is why people all watch Deadpool. I mean, it doesn't hurt, Sugar Fat Man. Come on. Did you see it? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Wasn't that filmed in Vancouver too? Or wait, was it not? I can't remember. That was already quite a long time ago. Yeah, what about the Marvel, like all the shows? What about the TV shows, Sylvis?
I think they're pretty good. I think the DC universe does the shows better. But some of the older Marvel shows like Iron Fist and Jessica Jones, Daredevil, I think those work really well together. Those are really good. Some of the newer ones, like What If, have been decent, but not top-notch, in my opinion.
I loved Jessica Jones so much. Outstanding show, in my opinion. I really liked Daredevil. Wasn't a huge fan of Iron Fist or Luke Cage. What were some of the other, like, original ones?
The Punisher.
Oh, you know, I think I somehow never got to see The Punisher, which I think my brother said was one of his... He quite enjoyed it. That one as well. My brother and I... My brother is the one who I talk a lot about with for all the action movies and shows and stuff. He's the one who got me on Daredevil originally, because that was the first show, of course.
Those series, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, those are very similar to what they were talking about with Babylon 5 earlier, where they mix in with each other. So to watch it quote unquote correctly, you have to skip between episodes, and you'll watch a Daredevil episode and then you'll watch a Jessica Jones episode or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because they feed into each other.
Well, and they even had like a full crossover bonanza with all of them teaming up.
Yeah, and the Arrowverse in the DC universe is
I was just going to bring that up.
And they do such a good job with that.
Yeah, they really... Well, it's, I almost want to say it's almost STFCE, where they hook you in and they're like, oh, but you have to watch this other show, and then you have to watch this other one too, and you have to watch all of our shows. Give us all your time. And the whole Arrowverse was filmed in Vancouver. I know that for a fact. I know millions of people who, well, not millions, so many people who made their livings and lives and careers on all those shows. And yes, specific shout out to Vincent D'Onofrio. Holy moly. That flipping guy is such a good actor. And as the Kingpin across so many of the shows. Because he did a bunch of crossover, like, personally, didn't he? That character?
Yeah, he did. He was in multiple. And he even was in the new The Marvels, I think it was, or something like that. Miss Marvel, maybe. Something DC. They had him, or something else Marvel. They had him reprise that role.
Yeah. Yeah, as a note, I never watched any of the Arrowverse. It's not my jam. I think if I were to watch any of those CW shows, it would be Legends of Tomorrow. If I were to watch any, I think that would be it. But I could never get into the whole Arrowverse. Personally, myself. He played Kingpin again in the Hawkeye show. Oh, right, Hawkeye I saw. And, you know, the little Kate Bishop? Is that the girl? And there was, like, the Christmas episode and stuff. This was a long time ago. I've seen all those.
The entire series was about getting
along
Barton
the Christmas
back to
week
his
or
family
whatever.
for Christmas.
Yeah. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole chat is listing so many things. Yeah, I saw Moon Knight. I was a bit disappointed. I love Egypt and stuff so much, and I was and I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. Yeah, there's just so much to name. But I mean, back in the day, you know, it was Iron Man who kind of started the whole thing off in a big way. And it really did do something for movie going, you know, having these big, flashy, shiny blockbusters. And they've managed to keep it going for, you know, 25 years now. Oh my gosh. I wonder
Not quite
how
that
long.
many for Iron Man.
Pardon me?
Not quite that many for Iron Man.
Not quite?
That came out in 2008.
The first one?
Yes.
Really? I thought it was earlier than that. Spider-Man showed superhero movies worked today. Oh, right. Wait, Spider-Man was before Iron Man. Maybe I'm thinking of Spider-Man. Net, I have not watched Penguin yet. I have not seen any of Penguin, though I hear it is an extraordinary performance by Mr. Farrell. Yeah, for the longest time, I did not like Spider-Man at all. And I don't want to blame it on Tobey Maguire. I don't want to. But Spider-Man was always one of my least favorites. I don't know if it's because, you know, he's just a... I don't know. But he's gotten better in my mind as we've gone along, especially with... I really liked from the one in the Avengers, Tom
Holland.
Tom Holland really won over for me. Spider-Man. Kind of capturing the youngness and the innocence, but the eagerness and the earnestness. I don't know. Well, because he is a little teenager, right? But
that's how he's portrayed.
Lord of Scaran, which movies? Oh, apparently it's the specific run of the comic. They chose a bad one. I have no idea. Again, you all are, and when it comes to Marvel stuff, far more knowledgeable than I. Good night, Average Joe. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. A bit of more of a hangout chat stream, but it's been super awesome so far. Love it. Obviously, still, if anybody has any game questions or queries, I do have this whole list of stuff to talk about in the game, but there's always Tuesday. But if you have any questions, you can still put that in. Don't worry. Oh, of course I've seen Lip Sync Battle Agonor. Are you talking about Tom Holland doing some Riri? Absolutely epic. Oh dear, Blastnet. If you want to have a chat on Discord about it, you can message me and we can try to figure it out. Oh wait, no, NSEA. Okay, I'll say one thing really quick. I also did my attempt with the NSEA for the 60s in Charon. It was not good. No, Sanctus for the win. Tomato. Anne Hathaway's lip sync was also epic. When did those end, or are those still going? I feel like I haven't seen one of those lip sync battles in ages. Did you ever see any of those, Sylvis?
I'm not familiar with them.
So I don't even remember whose talk show was that on, everybody. Whose talk show was that on? There was one of the late night hosts started hosting a lip sync battle where he'd have, two famous guests on, and they would prepare a lip sync performance. It was Jimmy Fallon, and it escalated, Sylvis, into they would have full on props and costumes and special effects and lighting. They would put on a show. And, of course, it would be voted on, who do we think won that battle? I only ever saw them on YouTube after the fact. Or, specific ones that people told me to go watch. But, of course, there was always great fun when people would do seemingly out-of-character songs. Or, swap gender songs. So Tom Holland did this one of Rihanna and her Umbrella song. And I mean, he was in the whole getup that Rihanna, this sexy little thing that Rihanna wore in the official video. And there was rain effects coming down on the stage, and he's just dropping down and doing all the moves. And it was just crazy. It was so well done. And he's actually so athletic. He's such a good dancer and gymnast. He was doing all this crazy stuff, wearing these, spiky platform heels. It was wild. They got so crazy, says Blue Meanie. Indeed. Jess, how you doing? Jess Lushko in here. Deja saying, yeah, The Rock doing Taylor Swift. Sugar Fat Man calling out for Emma Stone and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Just hysterical. Blue Meanie, if you want to drop one of the lip sync links, I will allow it. Bel Air, would you like to ask a Star Trek question? All right, there's the link in chat for anybody who hasn't seen it. Wait, which one is this? Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The original lip sync that set it all off? Which 60 am I getting, asks Bel Air. I'm going to get them all. I'm going to get every single one of them. Though probably the Rotaran first. because I heard it kicks booty, and also I have the most Klingon faction credits, so I know for sure I'll be able to get that one right away, especially after my my Terran faction store, G5 Innovative Engineering. I'm 15 bill locked for Romulan, and I will be extremely soon with the other two, thanks to the Mirror Universe. But anywho, yeah, those are my plans. I'll go up to 58 probably in January, maybe. Build up some stuff, go to 60, stay there for the rest of time. Oh, Sylvis. It was in chat like 2 hours ago, but somebody said, "Congratulations, Sylvis, you have beat the game." People joke, you know, this is a game you cannot ever beat. There is no end, there is no nothing, but in a way, no. You beat the game. Congratulations.
In a way.
In a way. In a way. DRM, where are you at? Oh, shoot, Blue Meanie! Dang it, Blue Meanie! I wish that had never been brought up in Twitch ever. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Blue Meanie says, you all just lost the game. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. If you don't know what the game is, don't worry about it. Just know that you just lost the game. Moopsy, are you still here? I know you know what the game is. Gosh darn it! Oh, there's flippin' heck. If you do know what the game is, please speak up in chat. Sylvis, do you know what the game is?
I do.
You just lost the game. I'm surprised. Is it still going? I wasn't sure if... I sound like such an old bag. If somebody your age would know what the game is. I didn't know if it's still going or not. If it's being passed down through the generations. Juby knows what the game is. The game never ends. It's like the song that never ends. The game never ends. It's a lifelong thing. Gosh darn it. Rod, I always plan ahead. That's the whole thing with me. Strategy, efficiency, planning. That's how you can, if you choose, move a bit swifter than others with no dollars spent. It's the only way to... Gotta be smart. Gotta plan. You gotta use Spock's Club. You gotta use the charts. And yeah, just always planning. I don't know when it will happen, but might as well be prepared once I get there. Yes, DRM, it goes on and on, my friends. We started playing it, not knowing what it was. And we won't continue playing it forever just because it is a game that has to end. Anyways, let's not make up songs about Star Trek Fleet Command tonight.
You wouldn't be the first.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be my first song about it, even. Some more fun and lovely, and some a bit more, I don't want to say cynical, or satirical. What's the word? I don't know, it's getting late. I've lost, I'm starting to lose my words. Woos my merds. Realistic? I mean, fair, Sugar Fat Man, not the word I was thinking of, but fair.
Playful. Well, a variety of songs about STFC and its highs and its lows. Oh no, Moopsy! Oh no! That's a quote.
Ooh, the Incursion Loot Exo. Yes. Somebody asked, Blue Meanie, the Mirror Universe for rep. Yes, the Mirror Universe has a huge section of special systems that give FKR rep and ship parts and faction credits. And you can go there and make huge leaps and bounds unlike anywhere else. But anywho, push the right button, Samo. Sylvis, do you have any, like, nerd type shirts in your arsenal? Like, you know, I always kind of wear a fun, nerdy or whatever related shirt. Do you have, like, Marvel shirts in your closet, or are you just straight kind of guy?
I think I've got a couple. I might have a Marvel shirt. I've got a NASA shirt.
Yeah! I have a couple of those courtesy of Corey Rains.
I used to have a shirt that said something to the effect of crazy enough to blast you into space, smart enough to get you back.
Nice. Why used to? Where did it go?
It's been worn out.
Aw. That's why I try to... Minnie was saying earlier how, she said, Samo, you know, you carefully pick out your shirts for stream and whatever. She says, I just wear mine all day. But the reason I usually save all my stuff now, like this used to be, this Stargate shirt I would use as pajamas. But then I realized, but wait, I need to preserve these beautiful things. So I kind of now have a special section in the closet for just stream, so that some of these fun things are, you know, I've been gifted other streamers merch, or I've won, you know, won stuff, or I've bought stuff, and I realize, oh, but they must be fresh and beautiful forever. I mean, the collection is growing to obscene levels, but sorry, you're gonna say?
Keep them timeless.
Yes. Preserved in infamy. If you could have some swag from any show or movie or, you know, institution like NASA, what kind of swag would you want? Or like a uniform, like a Star Trek uniform from the show or something even like that? What would your jam be?
I have no idea.
Full Harry Potter set?
No, it would have to be something casual enough that I'd be comfortable wearing it in public.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That is part of the thing with all the merch and streamers and stuff, is some people are totally willing to wear all that stuff all over the place. You know, they'll happily wear that out in public, and other people are like, no, could not do it.
Yeah.
Which is totally fair. And I guess it all depends on the situation. Like, obviously, maybe not work friendly for a lot of people, but, you know, weekend and you realize, oh shoot, I forgot the thing at the grocery store, and, you know, just throw it on to go out. I don't know. Oh, Moopsy. I'm just gonna shake my head at that. Yeah, T-Turtle has some crazy, yeah. They've got a lot of stuff for a lot of fandoms. Yep. Sugar Fat Man, you're just gonna have to keep coming back to the stream. Just gotta keep coming back. Blastnet just wears what they want now. They DGAF. Fair enough. I've definitely proudly worn nerd stuff out in the wilds. All depends on the situation. Where am I going? Who might I be seen by? Ooh, DRM's gone to the Star Trek Experience in Vegas a bunch. Have you ever been to any kind of convention or experience like that, Silvus?
Nope.
Would you want to, or is that not your jam?
Lube's been talking about doing a meetup in the States, so I'd probably go to that, but I don't know if there are many others that I would go to. I don't know. We'll see what the next year brings.
Yeah. I recommend them from my personal experience, but there's a lot of different levels kind of them out there, and some are extremely overwhelming. I know that's a big issue for a lot of people that I've talked to before. They're like, that is just too much people, or, you know, too much energy. But if Nashville was any, you know, kind of indication, any kind of meetup that we do is just lovely. It was so chill. It was so calm. It was so just, hey, look, it's such and such and such and such, and we get to hang out. It was just great.
Put the face to the name or to the voice.
Yes. I said that a lot before, during, and after. You know, everybody knows my face now, or, you know, the people here at least tonight know my face, and, you know, we know DJ's face and Rev and a couple other people, but none of us know your faces. So it was very, very, very cool to be able to make those connections of the, that's what it looks like behind that. I mean, you know, even sometimes voice, you know, we know your voice. We know Stewie's voice, but very cool to put the faces.
For sure.
Yeah, Neb saying, yeah, especially for sci-fi nerds. You know, the concept of all of that social interaction. It can be a lot. Yes, Moopsy. TwitchCon and PAX are both great. I've heard mixed things about TwitchCon. I've heard TwitchCon, like, used to be super awesome, but maybe it's getting, like, a lot bigger now and perhaps a bit less personal like it used to be. I don't know. I've never been. I would love to be big enough to, like, be a person there, but that might be a while yet. Dr. Juby was cursed by a witch to be so lovable. Well, we all know Dr. Juby's face, because he's been in this very room on stream with me. And he's on all the wanted posters and the news alerts. This just in, blame Juby for whatever goes wrong on stream. Oh, Keith, don't even. Thank you very much. Don't even.
Could be the 52nd too.
Yeah. Tricky loving the Romulan ale and blood wine from that DRM got from the experience. That does sound fun. I've made cocktails called that hopefully look like that, but I've never gotten any of the official stuff. Like, I know Rev has a bottle of basically all the official, like, wine and spirits and stuff, but they still, to this day, do not ship to Canada. So, I have nothing official. Ah, well. Oh my gosh, I have so many tabs up now of like music videos and movie stuff. That is funny.
And science.
Science! Yeah, I just clicked on Veritasium as you said that. Don't look at all the headlines. Don't look at them. They all sound so intriguing.
It would be an adjustment period, Sugar Fat Man.
Indeed.
But it's not going to happen.
Nope. Nope. Cool DRM. I think posting some more science-y kind of stuff in the Discord. Ooh, Ops Lightning Hawk, are you still here? Congratulations on Ops 46. Congratulations on Ops 46. I apologize if you said that in the chat and I missed it. Does Quebec have good croissants? Quebec has good bagels. Montreal bagels. This is Silvis in the chat, Keith. This is USS Silvis. Lightning Hawk is still here. Lightning Hawk, congratulations on Ops 46. It's a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, what ship are you getting? What ship are you getting? Silvis, what was your favorite ship in the game?
Probably my Enterprise from G3.
Excellent. Ops 34. Oh, that was that exciting. I got it day one and took it to tier 7 instantly. I remember. Thank you for the hydrate. Silvis, I hope you've had some water or something by your side to hydrate amongst as well.
Yeah, I haven't.
Excellent. And Keith, of course, redeems some book. So we have another weird but true festive fact coming up. Oh my goodness. Now this is my kind of Christmas present. I think Ice Wolf was, I think Lightning Hawk was questioning what I had asked. I was asking what Ops 46 ship are you going to build, Lightning Hawk? That's your G4 rare. Which one? I am asking you, Lightning Hawk, which G4 rare you're going to build now that you're Ops 46. Some confusion amongst the ranks. But here we go. Did you know that once a 525 pound, that is 238 kilograms, block of cheese was once delivered to the mayor of Garland, Texas, USA, as a Christmas gift? And look at that adorable little graphic they made. It took 6 people to haul this block of cheese to the mayor's door. I think that deserves a holy fromage, indeed. Well, there's, how many of us is there? There's about, we're waffling be kind of like 93 to 100 people here right now. Y'all think we could go through this block of cheese? Do you like cheese, Silvis?
I do. You can't be from Wisconsin and not like cheese.
Ayy. Shh, Minnie's asleep. Shh. Okay, sure you are. I mean, that's a lot of nachos, says Tricky. Screw the cheese, let's eat the waffles? What? Moose, are you asleep too? Where's the... Where are you getting waffles from? That's some fondue Swiss right there? Oh, imagine the pot you would need to melt that much cheese into a fondue, and the fire you would have to have under it to keep it nice and fondue-ish. Leave it with Sugar Fat Man and Dad Bod? Oh my gosh. Ooh, Bel Air's also... Oh, Bel Air's not from Wisconsin, but they still love cheese. Toasted sandwich. That's a pool. Yes, Tricky. You'd have to have a pool. Or, no, hot tub. Oh my gosh. Would that be the one hot tub stream Samo would do? If the hot tub was full of cheese fondue? And you just have, like, platters all around it with all your bread and veggies and meats and things to dip. Oh my gosh. Good gracious. Tub. Maybe the one hot tub stream. Oh, I love cheese. But that is a lot. I mean, I'm sure he was then expected to host a heck of a party to distribute some of that. But also, whose idea was that? It's like, oh, thanks, Mayor, for keeping a good town. We're going to give you all the cheese in the entire town. I wish I had friends like that. I've never received cheese as a gift. I would put my P.O. box up there if somebody wants to send me a present, but I don't know that... I think most borders don't allow cheeses across. It's very funny here in Canada of what cheese is allowed or not. It all, for example, has to be pasteurized. So, like back in the day, a lot of Canadian students will do exchanges or whatever over to France, because French is our official second language. And kids all the time try to bring back, delicious, beautiful French cheese. And it all gets taken away. It all gets turned back. Nope, you're not allowed that cheese. That's fresh cheese, or, that's blah, blah, blah style of cheese, and we don't allow that over the border. It could be dangerous. Ugh. Plus, Canada Post is entirely on strike right now. Yes, so... Alas, nobody is getting any postcards from Samo this year, and Samo will not be receiving any postcards from anybody else. Oy vey. True story, Kraft, as in, Kraft with the K, used to send blocks of cheese at Christmas as a thank you to people of the same last name. No way. So Kraft, the company, would find people named Kraft and just, wow, that's some good, community people outreach. Man, if they sent me some cheese, I'd be like, heck yeah, I'll consider your products. Unlike all the advertisers on Twitch. I didn't say that. Just kidding. HR Moose, don't remind me of the strike. DHL just charged me $20 for something Canada Post would have done for free. Craft dinner cooking stream. Benny Hill. I love me some KD so much. I will absolutely do a KD cooking stream, even though that's not really cooking. That's I don't really consider that cooking, but I will make it. I totally would. No, it's not mac and cheese, DRM. It has no cheese in it, and it has no macaroni in it. It is baby little tube noodles and nuclear orange colored science flavor. There is no macaroni and there is no cheese. It is KD. It is Kraft Dinner. It is the big KD. Oh, snap lightning! Congratulations! Do you know what Kraft Dinner is, Silvis? Have you ever had it?
I do, yeah. Grew up on it at times.
I mean, it's terrible, but it's one of the things, like I've talked about on my stream before, Little Caesars Pizza. I love these things because of certain nostalgia and, memories of previous eras of my life and their meaning and significance. Oh my gosh, yes! Graphics! Yes! Oh my gosh, Annie's white cheddar shells. Oh my gosh, if anybody knows the brand, it's the same, rectangle cardboard box kind of thing, but the brand is called Annie's, and their logo is like this adorable little white rabbit or something like that, and they have a little baby shell shaped pasta in white cheddar variation, in white cheddar flavor. It is so good. I mean, it's definitely more expensive than Kraft Dinner. But, so yeah, it's like, ooh, if you're gonna treat yourself and be real fancy, you get the Annies. Your daughters eat that stuff? Rich people, KD! Yes, exactly. I only ever get like a single box when it's on sale. I usually am not even anywhere close to the aisle that it lives in. But, gosh darn, I sometimes will have what I call an emergency box. For that rainy day, that rainy day when you just don't want to cook and you just can't. For days you just can't. And I have that little emergency box tucked into the back corner of the pantry or whatever. Oh, and you just eat it right out of the pot. There's, beautiful. Nothing like it. So good. And only the white cheddar shells. They have lots of other flavors, apparently. I've only ever had the white cheddar shells. Dr. Mom smuggled a couple boxes of Kraft Dinner home from Vancouver. Well, Dr. Chef, y'all come back anytime and we can hook you up with some more boxes. I mean, we can go get some from Costco if need be. Make sure you guys are stocked. Yes! Oh, then you shred in real cheddar? Oh, no. Part of the beauty for me of those boxes is nothing more needed. I just want box flavor. I want those sweet, delicious chemicals. You get your Annies on Amazon? You get the Costco pack of Annies, says Dr. Chef. Oh my goodness. So I gotta visit you. I'm gonna look it up, Silver Tab. It probably tastes basically the same. Goes on sale a lot. I never think to do, the only time I look online for cooking ingredients is if there's something I just really cannot find in the shops available to me. Only if there's ever something I just really cannot find. Like, I do a lot of international cooking, and so sometimes there's like this one spice or herb or something I just cannot find anywhere. Yeah.
My family has a recipe for root beer cookies. So the root beer extract has to be purchased online.
Wow. Would that be like a sarsaparilla extract or something?
It's similar.
Root beer cookies.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Root beer was my favorite growing up. Like, of all the pops, root beer was my jam. Cookies.
The recipe uses a darker root beer extract for the cookie and a lighter for the icing.
Whoa. I don't suppose you're allowed to share the secret family recipe?
I might be able to get it. I don't know if I have it with me, but I can talk to someone to get it.
If there was ever a convenient time or possibility, I know you're still busy for a while, but that just sounds fascinating. Like, I've heard of a lot of types of cookies. I've never heard of a root beer cookie. Wow. Again, with the nostalgia, I think of root beer and it's just, so many wonderful childhood. And even now, sometimes I'll, if I'm going, there's an area about 5-hour drive away, 4 or 5 hours, called the Okanagan here in British Columbia, where I have a bunch of family and friends. And sometimes, Mama and Papa Samo and I will get together for a little weekend road trip to go see some of the family or whatever. And, sometimes we'll stop at A&W. We'll stop at the Dubs for lunch. And yeah, still get that, A&W root beer. And it's such a beautiful thing. Oh, Dr. Juby, thank you, please. I think that needs to stay in a private message, though. That sounds like a very, very special secret technique you don't want to let anybody else in on. Who'll let this rookie in? John Connor, what's up? I've been wondering where you were. Did you just wake up? John Connor. You've missed a lot. Wait, graphics, you just did a vacation to Vancouver Whistler? Or you're about to? Graphics, what you saying? He heard Spectre, no, shush, don't bring it up again. Don't bring it up again. Remember, it's cheese. It's cheese. Also, I know we have the alerts off right now because, it's just so much easier when you have a guest. The game's not over till it's over, but Canucks of Vancouver are the superior Warriors. Oh my gosh, Ice Wolf, did you miss the cheese tub discussion? Benny Hill's Ghost. Yes, what about it?
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior Warriors.
Thank you, Mr. Moose. You were sleeping and your eyes are still closed. Need more coffee. John Connor, go get your coffee. Go get it. Oh my gosh, I'm so worried. Tomorrow morning, I have to actually set an alarm and wake up early, or earlier than, I intend to on a Saturday after a big stream. So I can do my, oh my gosh. Hello, reward chest for the level 1.1 new Armada. 12K? Cause I got the guest chest. Oh my gosh. Hold on, really quick. Sorry, game thingy. That is my full 3 chest pull for the week and more. Woo! Yes. But anyways, oh dear, 0Gs, you gotta get some hacky. Gotta get some hacky. As everybody starts screaming against. Well, Silvis, you said you enjoy the real, like, true story sports movies and stuff. Do you enjoy sports? Like, who are your teams?
It's actually funny that you asked that because I don't.
Oh,
I like baseball and hockey, but I don't really keep up with any particular team. If I had to choose, it would be Minnesota's teams, because that's what I grew up with, the Twins and the Wild.
Okay. Any other Twins or Wild in the chat? Anybody? I thought that was my memory, Ice Wolf. Yes, but you never know. Maybe something's changed. Sunflare speaking up. Yes, MN sports fan here. So you got one compadre, Silvis, in the chat at least.
All right.
Hey. Yeah, Canucks have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. That's actually kind of perfect because I realized we just hit 3 hours. So, I guess, I mean, not that we've been watching my riveting and in-depth gameplay tonight, but we probably don't need to hang out and just see me do my base dailies now. I guess I will start wrapping things up here because I have to be up early tomorrow. I have to set an alarm and do a workout as soon as I wake up because my dojo, my karate club, even though I've not super been training much, except I forgot about this too. Last night, everybody, I actually went to karate last night. I actually went to training last night, even though I'm doing P90X right now, and yesterday's workout was an hour and a half. It's the longest workout of the whole flippin' program. But I had to go to karate last night because some people are leaving us. Some people are abandoning us. They're moving. And unfortunately, it's basically the people who ran the club. Like, I have who I considered my sensei. Him and his wife moved to Vancouver Island a couple of years ago, and this other couple basically took over, mainly the one lady of the couple. And they just, all the admin and the stuff and they teaching and all this stuff, and they're leaving us. So I'm not quite sure who's going to be running the show anymore. But they're leaving us, and last night was their final class ever. So I had to be there. I had to be there for that. And, there was a bunch of group photos taken and everything, and it was all this whole big thing. But I will still see them for a final goodbye tomorrow. It's the club Christmas party. But it's a lunch. It's usually been an evening thing, but now it's a lunch thing. And it starts at noon. Now, I don't know who organized this thing. What kind of person schedules a Christmas party at noon? It's like 2 to 5 p.m., y'all. If you don't want it to be an evening thing, 2 to 5. Not noon. I mean, people still aren't finished their final cup of coffee at noon on a Saturday. But anyways, I have to get up early so I can exercise. And then, do all the shower and the prettifying and get to this thing and yeah. So we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you so much, Silvis, for coming and hanging out tonight. Obviously, I am very upset about the reasonings behind it all. But again, it was great to be able to hear it right from the source, right from you. Nobody, truly, if anybody tries to actually argue against your reasonings and logic, just no, that's on them.
They'll try, but they won't succeed.
Oh, trust me, I would love to try to persuade you back, but I know It's not going to happen. So I would rather take the other tactic and say, once again, thank you so much for all you do. Please know, even in hindsight, how much your work impacted so many of us. We're so grateful. We're so thankful. We'll still, I'm sure, continue to give much credit, to you for these things. Although going forward, make sure Jules and the people who do these things, who are taking over, try to let them know how appreciated
giggity,
the work
giggity,
is.
giggity.
Shia Tan is giving you some
Right.
giggities. Please don't be a stranger. You're welcome anytime. As tonight just highlighted, we can have a full 3.5 hour stream where we just hang out with you and, don't need to talk about the game. There's so much out there in life that is just as interesting so long as you're talking about it with friends such as yourself. Always welcome in the community, and we genuinely want to know how your career goes. I mean, you're actually doing the thing with the flying things, which is super cool. So yeah, definitely hope to hear from you still. Good luck on your exam on Monday. Yeah, just like we have Ripper's Mod, which so many of us still call it, we'll always have Silvis's sheets. But anywho, good luck on your exam and with all that homework this weekend. If we don't hear from you again, have a wonderful holiday season, a good break, and some good time with your family. And yeah, thank you for everything. Oh, Sunflare bringing up TED is a great conference I would go see. I think Sunflare is suggesting we want to see you at a TED Talk one day. That'd be cool. Yeah.
We're a long ways out from that. But
yeah, well,
I appreciate the time and the thoughts from everybody. It means a lot, and I'll come and say hi every now and then.
Really hope so, because we love you. All right. Silvis, you're free to leave the stage anytime you want now. I'm just sending a quick message and looking to see who we could raid out to. Oh, there we go, actually. Perfect. Excellent. I heard they were coming on. So I'm going to start prepping this raid here. Doopy-doopy-doo. Oh, that was getting laggy. Oh dear. All right. Yes, lots of love in the chat. Shia Tan, I've been on for 3.5 hours. Shia Tan, oh, you might want to watch. Well, it was a different kind of stream, Shia Tan. We were hanging out with dear friend Silvis tonight. I can tell you all about it. What you missed. It was you do, Shia Tan. You are the best napper I know. Honestly, you're better than my dad, I think, and that's saying a lot. I mean, he goes down instantly, but you can nap for like 3-4 hours. It's wild. Whew. But yes, please, everybody, come on over on this raid to our dear friend, Dr. Iron Chef, member of the Warp Drive 5. Thank you so much for everything tonight. We had a couple of, decent little hype trains there. Thank you so much to RSD, you're sleeping, but for the Battle Pass giveaway. Don't forget to hug a nerd tonight. There was a lot about community and showing appreciation for people in your life, whether they might not know how much impact they have. So please, before my stream Tuesdays, tell somebody you appreciate them. Tell them you recognize the work they do and the impact and effort. Please spread the love. We are raiding out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Live long and prosper, Mama Samo says to Silvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.